Oi, oi, recording the tips for day 3 at Punchestown a little bit earlier, so no racing has gone ahead at Punchestown for day 2. You can check out the link to that video if you haven't seen already. Grange, Clare West and Fun, although Fun's too short now, so leave her alone. Right, we're talking about Wednesday. We need to be talking about Thursday, right? Some good racing. Originally had been one bet, which was Classical Dream in the Stairs Hurdle. There's a couple of other bets that have gone in, so we'll go through all of them. I'll tell you my stakes again. As always, please do like the video. Please make sure you're subscribed to the channel and do comment below with what your strongest fancy is. If you've got something against what I say, if not, just say, hey Dave, because that helps. Right, the 4:15, the second race. Handicap chase, it's a 2-mile race. I will be throwing a little bit of money away here. I'm going to have 12.50 on Hollow Games. He's about an 11 to 1 poke. Probably will get bigger than that. I don't even know what price I'll get on the machine. Maybe 16s plus. It's a proper punt. You know, I'm normally talking about maybe 25 quid as a point. Very rarely will I actually do a half point because it's almost like, well, if you don't fancy it, you don't fancy it. But I do think the horse is a 2-miler. It's probably just one of those horses that you just put a line through his entire season. But this is a handicap chase, right? When he ran in a handicap hurdle at Cheltenham, he was 3rd in the Martin Pipe. That's the last time he's been in a handicap. That was of 143 over hurdles. I thought his chase debut was suggesting that he is a better horse over fences. He's 142 here in Ireland, so if that was a British mark, it would probably be 148. So effectively, I think he's running off a sort of good enough mark to potentially go well. He will need to improve a little bit. Second one after a wind up. Obviously, Arkle was too much for him, but I just think he's too big a price. I'd rather have a go on him. It's not that deep a race. Dino Blue and then Whiskey Wealth, which fell in front of Dino Blue, which probably could have beaten her. It's like an okay price. That's 9 to 1, but they're jumping issues with those ones. Whereas I do think that Hollow Games jumps well enough. So talk too much about him, but he's a half-point bet, double figure price. Happy with that. Then I've talked about the Stairs Hurdle. I've backed Classical Dream. I've £50 on Classical Dream at 5 to 1. It is a little bit punty. I don't think the race is very deep. I know Cider Birdie's won the 2 Grade 1s at Cheltenham and at Aintree. I know Tiapu did prove that he stays, but I just don't think it's a very deep race. And I think at their absolute best, Classical Dream is well ahead of these. Paul Townend stays on him. Willie Mullins would have got him trained to a T for this. Won the race the last 2 years. I just thought 5 to 1 was too big a price. There are 9 runners, so there is the muggy each way angle in there. But, I mean, I think he'll win. So I'm happy with that. Then we've done in the handicap hurdle, the race after the 6 o'clock. I talked about this on the preview with Jamie I did yesterday. Let's Go Champ, Henry de Bromhead and Rachel Blackmore. This was a horse I had a big eye on when he was sold at the Cheltenham Tattersall Sales. He beat Fullback, who's trained by Gary Moore. Fullback was a horse that then progressed as an all right 3-miler and did all right in the ranks, right? They messed up with that horse. I thought he could have won a novice handicap chase. They stuck him in a novice chase. It's just a long story, but I've got a bit of an affiliation with that horse. Let's Go Champ wasn't seen for 1,500 days, or 1,344 days, sorry, when he actually made his rules debut. After that point, was beaten, but beaten by a pretty good horse. Then his run after was beaten, but again, I don't think it was that bad a run. And then ran just 9 days ago, where ran really well as far as I was concerned. It is a close timing in terms of run to get here. However, I think this horse is severely well handicapped of 125. So whether the short run or not is going to have its play on him, I don't know. I was thinking this horse, it is a big field handicap. There's going to be all 25 runners in there. I was thinking this horse could be single figures-ish. Bet365 have opened him at 16 to 1. He is 8s with William Hill, and Sky Bet have cut him into 8s. Again, another perk of sending out the video a bit earlier, but I've asked my old man, because I can't get on with Bet365 for various reasons, I can get a little bit on. But anyway, I've had 25 each way, so I wouldn't normally be an each way player, but they are doing a 5th of the odds first 6. Again, touched on that with Jamie. You've got this many runners. 16 runners will be 4 places. If you've got another 8 on top of that, 50%, it should be 6 places anyway. So it's not exactly enhanced place terms as far as I'm concerned, but I'm happy enough with that. So I've had 25 each way on Let's Go Champ at 16s. I think 16s is too big. He should be maybe like a 10 to 1 shot. So it's not like he's massive. But if he shortens up, then I'm happy with the placey terms. Final one that I will be back in, potentially, is in the 7:45. It's the bumper of the last race. Ballyburn, again, doing the preview with Jamie. I know he liked the horse, Better Days Ahead, but I was seeing if he still was keen on that horse. Ballyburn's probably going to be short, so anything 6 to 4 or bigger, I will be back in Ballyburn. If I can get 6 to 4 or bigger, I'll be having 50 quid on. If he was something like 5 to 2, then I'd be having 75 quid on him. So they are the bets for Thursday. Again, make sure you've liked the video. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Comment below what you fancy, or just say, hey Dave, and I will see you all again tomorrow.